What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next recap video. And as you all know, there was many of us gone recently for a fair play community scrimmage. But while we were away, the guys at OneHive held down the fort and, as always, had a very nice war with some very nice attacks. So we'll get right to it against Sin City Gangstas. Let's see, they did use most of their attacks, so we will give them the respect of showing what they did to our bases. One of them untouched there up top. But mostly 2 stars on the 10s, and let's see what they did on our 9s. Looks like mostly 2 stars. Yeah, a few 3s sprinkled in down towards the bottom, but pretty much a 2-star war. And then our guys did an excellent job. There's some, all Town Hall 10s at least 2-starred. There's a few 3 stars there, and then the Town Hall 9s clearly all 3 stars. So excellent job to everybody that was back at home. Again, way to hold down the fort while we were gone. Let's get to some very nice attacks. Now, one of these you've already seen on the cleanup video on number 3 there with Harry taking that out. So let's drop down. Look at number 4 by Wanders. Just an excellent attack here on number 4. Not a super high base, Town Hall 9. This is sort of the level that we're running into, these Town Hall 9 defenses with like max Inferno towers, max Expos, and I believe this one even has maxed Teslas. Not sure. We'll have to look at that. But as he's coming in here, just a few golems going down, dropping the queen behind one, and he's going to have the king behind the other, opening up that second compartment right there. You see the queen already grabbing one air defense. Here comes the king, going to take out that archer queen, the defending archer queen there, and he wanted the CC troops to come over to the queen. So really nicely how he placed those. Even when they started getting lured out, they lock onto that queen. So excellent job there. She takes care of them. You see the defensive the defensive queen goes down, but the king's also going to work right up that path, get that second air defense. That's what he was after. Not able to get in and get an inferno tower here, but no big deal. He's got 2 freezes for those and 3 rages for all these balloons. And you see how he just absolutely swarms this base. Lava hounds coming in, balloons coming in from all angles of remaining defenses. And then right here, the rage spells start going down. Going to push those balloons in very quickly. Here in just a moment, he's also going to freeze up that core. Yep, there you see those max Teslas popping. Boom, he grabs 2 of those with an Inferno Tower, and then right over here as the next ones pop and those balloons start getting enraged, he's going to drop another freeze, gets those taken care of, and then right there the rage in the core to keep those balloons moving, get them on top of those Inferno Towers, and get them taken out, and you'll see that absolutely crushes the core very quickly. When everything's tight like that, I know it's set up for anti-2-star, but it gives you such high value for your freeze and for your rages, for your balloons. Just completely crushes the core. Now it's just about cleanup time, which he's got plenty of troops for. So excellent attack by Wanders. Good job, buddy. All right. That one and the other one you saw were the only 3 stars at Town Hall 10. So let's start looking at some Town Hall 9 attacks. Let's see. Those are really nice, but I wanted to show right here. Let's look at Alpha Dog, taking out number 9. Nice little queen walk here, and I know the reason I want to show this one, I know you guys keep asking me about these, internet, these 2-star bases. Every time you see them, you like them, because that's what y'all run into more, and I totally understand that. So I'm going to try to show you more when I get a chance. I know Alpha Dog has these beast, 30-30 heroes, but again, we've talked about it a bazillion times at this point. If you don't have 30-30 heroes, that's okay. It doesn't mean you cannot do these same techniques. You just might not be doing it on a max Town Hall 9, with lava walls. You might be doing it on a mid Town Hall 9, and that's okay too. But right here, he goes ahead and drops a few troops in there to grab that CC lure, just doing that normal thing that you've seen us do several times now, luring the CC out, letting the queen handle it on her own, dropping that rage for her, or using the ability. Usually either one works, but now he gets to save his queen's ability, so I like it. Still has the healers on her. She's going to start moving in, and there he opens up that compartment and lets everything start heading in right here. Very, very nice. You see that 1-for-1 on that cannon right there. Love it. We talked about that in the how-to go-ho. He drops that hog right in there, takes out that cannon really quickly. Now everything's moving in. He's opening up the wall here on the right side. Going to let the king and the golems go through there as the queen sort of still doing her own thing with a golem out in front of her for a while there, but still sort of on her own, and she's going to even grab that defending queen. As this queen runs off, I'm really surprised that the queen stopped shooting her right there. She jumped into the same compartment, and then the queen just refocuses on a wall. So really strange there. But uses the king's ability. He jumps on her after he gets through this wall and takes her out. From there, he's got, I think, 2 bombs triggered already. Yep, 2 bombs triggered. Just sending the hogs in. Sort of a Asian wall, 2-finger drop, whatever you want to call it. And from here, it's just keeping them, drop it. As soon as they hit a giant bomb, drop a heal on them. Keep them up. You see the king's doing little bit of tanking still. The queen's locked onto that town hall. Here in just a moment, she's going to do a little more tanking of her own with those healers on her. But the hogs are just working their way through. They're pretty much on their own. That's okay. Again, he's got another heal there. He's got another heal if he needs it right here. Just taking care of his hogs as they're going through the base. You see that Tesla locking onto that queen. She took out one of the other Teslas. Really got a lot out of his queen on that one. But right there, the last defense goes down as the Tesla gets targeted, and then he just drops that poison on the king and on those few skeletons that were there. They go down, and it's just cleanup time. Few troops on the outside. That will be that. Excellent attack by Alpha Dog. Okay, let's see. Moving down, you guys are going to like this one. Let's look at Trey. Trey taking out number 11. Excellent attack. Strange base, kind of a wide open, strange base, but look at what he does here. I know this has been out there and been talked about some. The sort of a queen it's not like a queen walk. I think they're calling it, I can't remember if they call it a queen charge, whatever they're calling it. It's the queen's going to penetrate into the base. He's going to drop a jump down. He's going to let that queen go inside this base. He wants her to go in. He doesn't want her circling the outside. And to do that, he's brought 5 healers, plops them all down right on his queen. He knows she's going to be he's going to be encountering the CC troops. She's going to deal with the enemy queen. She's got 3-point defense staring her right in the face. She's going to need that extra healing, so he gets her taken care of, lets her start doing her walk, and then just as soon as he is ready for her to enter into the base, plops down that jump right there. Now she's going to use it, start walking her way in. Now you've got to be careful about where you select to do that at. If there's a lot of surrounding buildings and stuff, but you see he drops that wizard to break that army camp right there, that breaks the funnel, sends her right in. If there's a lot of connecting buildings, she could still walk on you, so you got to be careful and plan that out. Right here, he starts with his golem coming down the other side. Just wants to get into that core and sort of move it to the right. Right here, you see she finally gets in there, gets the CC lured out. Same technique, drops that rage, makes the healers take care of her. She's going to take care of that dragon really quick standing in that rage. And she's, even with that expo on her, no big deal when you've got those raged healers, especially 5 of them. They're going to keep her up. Raged healers are just so OP on a queen like that. Queen steps out, she engages, boom, she goes down. Now you got that golem out there still doing a little bit of tanking. Excuse me, guys. You see the king and a P.E.K.K.A coming in from the top. He's going to drop some wall breakers. I think the wall breaker actually failed on that splash damage there, but that wall is pretty weakened from that golem beating on it for so long, and that king and P.E.K.K.A are going to open it right up. See the queen still working her way in. She's still taking, look how much of the queen by herself is taken out, and she is not done. She's still going to keep going forward. Right here, the king and the P.E.K.K.A and all that, they're going to go the opposite direction. The queen's cleared out this side, so they're going to funnel into this large compartment on the other way and do a lot of tanking for these hogs he's about to send in on the back side here. So really, really nicely done. Uses the king's ability. That's going to take care of the defending king. And here comes this Asian wall of hogs. All the bombs, I think, are pretty much taken care of. If not, I think they are. I don't think there's any bombs left. Or if they are, they're in terrible spots, and the hogs aren't going to encounter them. But I think all 4 of them are pretty much out of play. So all you got to do is take care of his hogs, let them work their way through the base. You see the core is cleared out now. Again, the queen's still working. She's going to get one more defense in the form of that archer tower as soon as she gets through that wall. But those healers kept her up full health basically the entire time. Last heal goes down on the hogs. Just a few defenses left. You see out there the archer queen grabs that archer tower, and that is that. Cleanup time. Absolutely devastated that base. Killed it. Awesome attack by Trey Shooter. Good job, man. All right, let's look at one more, and we'll wrap this war up. It was a smaller war, so we won't spend a whole lot of time on it. Let's look at Roko, number 12. I knew when I saw this deck, I actually had one of Roko. Roko had a 6-star war, which is becoming very, very common for Roko. He is an absolute beast. But I had another one whose attacks queued up, and I saw this one. I knew you guys would kill me if I didn't show it, so that's exactly what I was going to do. You see that this base is a very strange base, and again, with this, I think this was a cleanup attack. I have to go back and look, but watch how he's got the queen on the complete opposite side of the base. She's not taking out any strategic, double giant bomb area. She's just doing her thing on her queen walk, taking out a section of the base all on her own. And the reason for that is right here. You see he's got the jump down, the king down, those 10 redheads down. Look what in the CC. Lava Hound. Literally with what he's got in that section right there, it's like the Lava Hound doesn't exist the entire raid. It's just like attacking a base with no CC, no troops in the CC. You see the hogs coming on the backside here. Look at all those redheads still up, dropping a heal and a rage right in the core. They are just tearing through that core of that base. And again, the queen's just doing her thing. She's taking out several defensive buildings, but more or less, she's just on cleanup duty already. I mean, she tanked for some stuff. The healers were well worth it, but she's just doing her thing. Right there, he goes ahead and pops the ability because she is not even around any danger. I'm sure he wished she had walked up north and continued to take out defensive buildings, but she didn't, and he had plenty of troops left over to do. You see, look how many redheads he still got in there. Still got hogs working. Look at that Lava Hound following the king around. I mean, it's like he's not even there. I just love it. I love when people do that. When people put lava hounds in the CC, there's just so many ways to deal with it now, especially on a base like this. It's an anti-2-star base when you can literally keep the queen on the opposite side of the base the entire time. It's not so much like an anti-3 where you might need her for a strategic portion of the attack. With these anti-2s, you can just send your golems, your redheads, your queen, your king in, get in that core, get the jump, drop it down in there, and then once that's done, you come in from the backside with your hogs, and that's that. It's a wrap. So excellent attack by Roko. Again, that lava hound still running around shooting at troops and just not doing anything. So excellent. Love it. All right, guys, that is that for this war. Again, great job to everybody at OneHive. Really crushed it while we were away. The next war you're going to see is an arranged war. And so I will give you a little sneak peek at that. You guys might not know the clan. If you don't, King's Dungeon, they are going for win number 200, and they wanted to do it against us, so we were happy to oblige. So we're looking forward to that, looking for some coverage on that war. I'm sure there'll probably be some streaming and some nice recaps on it. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.